Hello, Axel. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert at Zucker Marketing. And thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for some analysis. I won't waste another second. Here it is. Now, I don't know if you knew what you were expecting or not, but you have a beautiful website, and that's not why I'm giving you an analysis. A beautiful website is great because it allows people into the website once they get here. Now, my issue is I want to look at the guts of your website and get people here. And let me show you how I do that. I have a couple of ways that I do that when I am analyzing a site. One of them is I have this paid tool called Ahrefs, and that's the first thing I look at. The second thing I look at is a Google search. And then the third thing I look at are your competitors on Google in particular. Let me tell you a little bit about how Google works. If you don't know, if I'm telling you something you already know, forgive me. But Google has an algorithm that decides where everything goes. And the Google algorithm is only satisfied when websites and web interests are thorough in a couple of ways. And the first way is here. I'm going to show you. It's at the top of almost all Google searches. It is what we call the map pack, meaning that these folks are on the map over here. You can see that the map includes Orange, part of Anaheim, and whatnot. But CertaPro Painters of Orange County, Precision, and Pilot. Now, those guys got there by going to Google and filling out a Google business profile. If you have not done that yet, and you may have, the reason that you're not in this section is because it needs to be filled out more, or you need to fill it out to begin with. Now, Google rewards thoroughness. So go and fill out absolutely everything in that business profile that you can. If you've never heard of one before, it's kind of like a Facebook profile, but Google hosts it, and it's free. You just have to prove that the website that you are referring to is your own, and that takes about a day to confirm. But beyond that, it's going to ask you what year you started your business, what your website is, what the directions are. If you have any on-site services or online estimates, those are tick boxes. Just tick everything that is appropriate for your business. Fill out every blank that you can. If you're unsure about a blank, put something in it that you think might be right anyway. They'll tell you if it's wrong, because the more things you have filled out on that, the more Google will reward you with this spot up here, this coveted spot. Now, underneath the map pack, or what we have, what we call in the industry, the organic results. Now, the organic results are completely the discretion of the algorithm. And algorithms, not being people, of course, only care about a couple of things, and that is the metrics. Now, the metrics of the site are going to determine what your placement is on this. Now, you can see that, oh, sorry about that, didn't mean to do that. You can see that Precision Painting of Orange is here, but you can also see that they are the very first painting company. I mean, these are, Yelp is Yelp, we know that, and Home Advisor, House. So those are all, lists of painters. This is the first painter in the orange area that shows up on a Google search. Now, I'm going to refer to Precision from now on as your Google competitor, just for making it easy. Now, here is their website. It's not as beautiful as yours by any stretch of the imagination, but let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you how all of these metrics work out and how you can get even more customers, more business from your website. This website should be as much of a tool as that brush is, or that stick to paint the ceiling is. I mean, truly. Let me show you. Now, on this I'm going to cut and paste the entirety of your website into this word counter here. You have 486 words. Now, I'm going to do the same with Precision. Copy and paste. Oop, there's the paste. 628. Now, as I just mentioned, the algorithm is more interested in more. More is better for the algorithm. Right now you have 486 words. Your competitor has 628. It would be better for you to have more than your competitor, but in this particular case, Google would like you to have 1,500 words. That is the minimum that they want in order for a business to be counted as worthy of being in the top echelon of their search results. Now, we know this because, one, we're in the business, and two, we have the metrics to prove it. Now, here are the keywords that I was talking about when I was talking about the words. All words are not equal. You don't want the word donut in your web page 1,500 times just to make it up for them. That you need to have words that are part of your industry. I don't know all the words from your industry because I'm not in your industry. I'm in this industry. So what I know are these words, and you know the words that need to be in your industry. Those are the keywords. Currently, you have 3. I'm going to show you the number that Precision has. They have 826. So let me show you what their keywords are. Ignore everything that says Precision because obviously these are actual web searches that people have done on Google. Now, obviously, somebody who's looking for Precision is going to type Precision, but Painters Orange County Painters, you see it's just a slight variation on the word order. Painting Company, Thousand Oaks, well, I guess they range up into Thousand Oaks. God bless them, Santa Clarita. I would rather stay in Orange or Laguna Beach any day of the week, but you're competing against Orange County stuff. So ignore what areas you don't cover. And if you do cover these areas, then you need to put Thousand Oaks and Santa Clarita, forgive me, into your website, because you need to include all of the communities around you that you service. A lot of people will put like Orange and surrounding community. You don't want to do that. You want to put their actual names, because if somebody types in Laguna Beach Painter, you know it's not going to come up in your site. That's not going to bring you up in a Google search. It's sort of like if I go to Google and I want to buy a red balloon, if I want to have them manufactured, I'm going to type in red balloon manufacturer. Now, I could also type in factory that makes red balloons, but those are 2 different searches. So one of them is going to bring a company up and the other is not. The same with your company. If you don't have all of the bases covered, then you're not going to get all of the business. Back to the keywords. Here they are. Painters in Orange, Pasadena. These all have to do, oh, here we go, finally. Residential painting, painting contractor, HOA painting. And for instance, in this case, they actually satisfy the Google algorithm by having a whole section on HOA painting on their website. So if you want to get more HOA painting, that's something that you can put on your website. It doesn't even have to be a whole page by itself. It just has to be presented there as a phrase or as a keyword. Interior and exterior, residential painting, commercial painting, all of the various things. Like I said, I don't know all the words of your industry. You do. So coming up with all of those words and all the variations of them, sometimes it will say painting, sometimes painter, sometimes it will say company, sometimes it will say companies, singulars and plurals, all of it matters. It all matters. If it's on your website, then when somebody types that in, your website is going to come up. I'm not telling you anything you don't know about Google. You know how Google works in that respect. So what I'm telling you is you need to get more of the keywords in your site. You don't necessarily have to have 862, because if you don't cover Pasadena or Santa Clarita, then you don't need to include those. But you do have other communities near you that you do cover, I'm sure, more than just Orange. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is your backlinks. This is your backlink number 96. That's how many you have. Now I'm going to show you what they have, Precision. They have 2,700 backlinks. Backlinks is kind of like a shout out from a different website to yours. It's like, here, let me show you. Oh, wrong. There we go. Backlinks, referring domains. A backlink is where like on Crunchbase or expertise.com or yellowpages.com or Angie's List, which I noticed they are not on because Angie's List is a rated a 91 or 93, depending on the market. But these are sites that refer back to Precision Painting's website. You want to be on more websites that refer to your website. And in many cases, with the exception of Angie's List, you can do so for free by just going there and filling out a profile. Yellowpages.com, Superpages, DexKnows, YP.com, which is the abbreviation of Yellow Pages. I think, they think they're separate. So anyway, GTE and all of these. You want anything that is, say, 60 or above. Now you can see that they really don't have that many at 60 or above. There's like maybe 20 of them at 60 or above. There's a whole bunch way at the bottom here on page 8 that I could show you that are going to be like zeros. Like, for instance, nobody wants to be on Best Images Kiss Blogs, blogspot.com. That's not going to get you anything in the way of your backlinks profile. But being on Wikipedia, being on Angie's List, that is going to get you some backlink prestige, if you will, and get that number up. Now, that number is going to determine the strength of your website. And these two numbers together are going to completely give you a different placement within the Google algorithm's decision-making process. And that's what we're talking about. Let me show you what the difference is. So far in the last month, you had 0 clicks from your website, which is a shame because it is a beautiful website, much prettier than this one. Now, this is what they had. They had 801 clicks from their website because of the number of backlinks they have and the number of keywords they have. So I would like to see you get up from 0 to closer to this. And all it's going to take is a few tweaks to your website. Just adding some keywords, adding some backlinks, and like I said, go there and fill out the business profile. This is something you can do yourself. You don't need me for that. Do it tonight. Do it this afternoon. But the other things you can also do, you can Google the things that I've told you about. You probably know all the words in your industry, so that's not something I need to tell you about. But putting those things, making the lists of them can be time intensive. And I am going to guess, Axel, that you want to spend more time painting or managing the painting company than you do digging into the guts of your website. And if not, then have at it, have fun, and you will have a much more profitable website because the placement of your website on Google is exactly what will determine how many clicks you get. That's the sad fact of it. The Google is the gorilla in the room, and when the gorilla wants to dance, you dance. So anyway, I hope I have been helpful to you. I hope I've given you some tips that will help you get a better website. I apologize for this video being a little longer than normal. I just get really passionate about these things when I'm talking about them. I want to help people. And I also want to tell you that these are time-consuming things, and that's where I think Eric can be of help to you. If any of the things that I just talked about make any sense to you, please call Eric, give him a call, and he will guide you through the next steps about how to make your site just something that is a great tool for your company. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.